Dude, we have a podcast?
Yeah.
No way.
Dude, it's kind of weird. We haven't had a guest episode
Crazy,
in a minute.
man. This is wild. Welcome back to the Everyone's Different podcast. If you guys are tuning in from, you might be on Spotify, Apple Music, you might be on YouTube. Who knows? Wherever you guys are at, we truly appreciate you guys. We got a really cool episode today. But first, I need to introduce the famous Trenton Nathaniel Taft. How you doing, my guy?
I'm doing great. This is the first guest that we've had down here in a while. This is a big deal.
And he's been ducking us.
The last time we tried to get him on here, he egoed us. He said, no, I'm too famous for this. That's what happened. So how about you introduce yourself, buddy?
All right. First of all, I didn't ego you guys. There was some stuff going on. Didn't work out. But thank you guys for having me. My name's Sergio Nanu.
Sir.
Or Big Surge on TikTok, Instagram.
Wait, you're going by Big Surge now?
Big Surge,
that's the new thing?
Yeah,
I noticed you did change that.
I just changed my Instagram username a couple days ago to Big Surge. TikTok has been Big Surge for a little bit now. So
what's the reason behind that?
I just kind of wanted to switch it from just like my name to something like different. Everyone used to always call me Big Surge like when I'd grow up play basketball too. So I was like, I kind of like it. I'll rock with it, see how it goes.
I used to call Surge Big Surge when we first started hooping.
Yeah, so.
For real, man. But yeah, what's up, bro?
Dude.
What is going down? How you been?
Been good.
What's today looking like? What'd you do today?
Looking like we just got done hooping. We just got a good workout in, me and you. We're just in the gym. It's been a while since we got in the gym.
Yeah, bro. You've been you're fresh
you've
off.
been in the gym.
Yeah, you're fresh off that 75 hard.
Yeah. That's
How
been crazy.
was that?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, it sucked. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I did it and I stuck with it. It was not easy at all. It took a lot of discipline, took a lot of me telling myself yo, I'm gonna get this done no matter what. I'm gonna stick to it. I planned it out. I knew exactly how I was gonna do it. I had to wake up every single morning, plan out my day, be like, okay, I need to eat this amount of food. I need to drink this much water. I need to go get a workout in right now, workout in tonight.
Yeah. So explain what the 75 hard is for everybody out there that doesn't know what it is.
Okay. So the 75 hard, it's a challenge. It's 75 days, 75 hard.
Yep.
It's 2 workouts a day. One workout is outdoors. One workout's indoors. They're 45 minutes each. You have to follow a diet that's kind of it's like a personal diet that helps you get towards a goal that you have physically. So I wanted to put on muscle. So my goal was to eat 4,000 calories a day because I need to eat a lot to put on more muscle.
Yeah.
Then you have to drink a gallon of water a day, which is
Sheesh.
it's like 8 water bottles, which it really isn't that hard if you're just drinking water. And then read 10 pages of a book, take a daily progress picture. And then I also added to do a cold plunge or cold shower every day. So for the last 75 days, I took a cold shower or cold plunge every day. I know we would go cold plunge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That is crazy, bro.
What was the hardest part to you, when we're traveling places?
I forgot also, no alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
That was a part.
No alcohol.
No alcohol.
That is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Would you be able to do that, Trent?
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about this because, besides the working out part, I would say I relatively do most of those things. I just don't work out at all. But I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't
smoke,
drink.
I don't drink.
Yeah.
I don't really do any of that stuff.
Do you read?
But I could. I definitely don't. But the thing that would be tough would be I don't know, bro. Going, especially like I just said, when we're in Vegas and stuff, it's 115 degrees. You're walking or doing some outdoor workout for an hour.
That was hard.
That's insane.
We just went to Vegas for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was over 100 degrees out every day.
Yeah.
So every day. It was record breaking.
Literally
temperature.
115.
So hot. So
Crazy.
I had to get an outdoor workout in every day, right? So I would either wake up early before it got too hot, or I'd wait until at night when the sun set and it was cooler, and I'd go outside and get my outdoor workout in.
Mm-hmm.
And It was hard though. I remember literally there was one day when you were with me, and I was like, bro, I might just break it today. You know, I'm on like day 37. I barely ate anything. I barely drank any water. I only worked out once. And you were just like, dude, what are you doing? Like, go get it done. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Like, I'm about to just get up.
You're 30. You said 37 days in.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I was like,
bro,
nah,
that would
bro.
be like. I feel like if I was 37 days in and I just decided to quit, I would be so disappointed in myself.
Exactly.
Like, I just did it for 37 days straight, and then I halfway there, whatever.
What a waste of time. Like, if you don't finish it. So I was just like, yo, nah. Like, I'm walking to Walgreens. Just come with me. And we're gonna get like whatever you need to do that.
Exactly.
Bro, I would have. As a friend, you like have to push your friends.
Yeah.
That's what you need. So I was
100%.
like, nah, you're not failing today. Was that the closest you came to
failing?
Messing it up?
Yeah, probably in Vegas. Because when I'm here, you know, it's pretty easy. Like, I would literally wake up and like plan my day out. Like, okay, I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna eat this much at this time. I'm gonna drink this much water. I'm gonna read.
Yeah.
So it just, I'd say it was the toughest when we were traveling because you never know like what's gonna come up, like what you're gonna be able to do and whatnot. But yeah,
I give you props, bro.
Me too.
Congratulations on making it to 75 because like
yeah,
that is a different type of mindset.
It's extremely hard.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But then isn't there like a phase 1 or a phase 2 that you go?
So
explain that.
There's like phase 1 and phase 2. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I think phase 1 is like the same exact thing, but it's only 30 days. And then you have to add one of 3 things. I think one of them was like a cold shower or cold plunge, which I already did. And I'm not sure what the other 2 were, but it's only 30 days. So it's not as hard, but I'm going to wait a little bit and then maybe get into that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of taking some time to enjoy this week.
Yeah,
man. A little time off. I feel a lot more free now.
Yeah.
Not having to wake up and worry about what I got to do for the day. So,
do you think that the hardest part was like just being disciplined or actually like, let's say like not drinking or something? Was it way more important for you to like get your mind in the right place than make your body do the right things?
Yeah, no, it was definitely 100% harder to get my mind in the right place than my body, because it's like it all starts in the mind.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about like what I tell myself. Like, if I told myself I was going to get this done no matter what and nothing's going to stop me, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where it was like, okay, like that's literally what I'm going to do. Like, I'm going to finish this shit. I'm going to get it done. Nothing's going to stop me from doing it. I planned out how I wanted to do it. I planned out what I was going to do. And then I just did it.
Yeah.
It's motivational, bro.
Yeah.
And I got one last question about this topic.
Yeah.
What do you think that you've noticed that you've gained? Like, what have you gained from doing this?
From 75 hard. 100%, I noticed that I gained more discipline. And, I mean, I don't know what the right word is to describe this, but it's like I noticed that I could really do, or anyone, you could do whatever you really want to if you just really focus on it and like make a plan to get it done, and you tell yourself that you're getting it done, like no matter what.
Yeah.
Because when I started this, I started watching Andy Frisilla, his podcast. He's the one who came up with all this. And he's like, there's 2 type of people who start this. Like, those who are like, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm going to see how it goes. He's like, those people never get it done. Or there's the one who's like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get it done no matter what. I'm going to finish it, and that's it. It's like, hey, I got to make a choice. Am I going to do it, or am I just going to like half-ass it? So I was like, fuck it. I'm getting it done.
Yeah.
And it was like, as soon as I committed to that, like I found a way to get it done. There'd be days where it'd be late at night. I only worked out once. I didn't eat enough. I didn't do what I had to do. And I was like, hey, like, I got to do it.
Yeah.
I committed to this, and I'm going to get it done. It's up to me.
I wanted to ask you one more question about it.
Yeah.
Is there anything from the 75 hard that you still plan on implementing like into your day-to-day?
Yeah. I mean, so it's crazy because a lot of the stuff that goes to 75 hard, I was already doing.
Okay.
I already worked out at least once a day.
Yeah.
So 2 workouts a day, I'll probably still do that. I still want to do cold plunges and cold showers. I like those a lot. And then reading, I read almost every day.
Okay.
And all I drink is water.
Yeah.
So kind of easy for me to drink a gallon of water a day.
Yeah. Fine.
But yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. I say we get into a little bit more about you and what you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, you're popping on the TikTok now.
Mm-hmm.
The Instagram's growing.
Yes,
The
sir.
YouTube channel's growing. Just hit 100,000 subscribers. What are you at now
Yes,
on
sir.
YouTube?
A little over 100K, almost like 120K.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
250 is the next milestone, I would
250,
say,
Mhm.
right?
Then 500, then that 1 mil.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So let's just start from the beginning. I
Yeah,
would
the
because
say.
you're like 3 years into the social media thing, right?
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
I mean, do we go back to like where your basketball career started?
Yeah.
I say we go back to when we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear the story about how you
Dude,
met.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
well, for
Tristan.
everyone out there that doesn't know, Sergio is a great friend of mine, one of my best friends. We do everything together. And yeah, so Serge, you started, man. Where did it
Alright.
start?
So I'll start it off with when I first started playing basketball, which was, I'm pretty sure 8th grade. So I was 14.
Oh, I know this. I know what you're about to say.
I got cut from my basketball team. I remember I was in 8th grade. I went to Mahone Middle School,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I go to tryouts. I played decent. I thought I made the team. I got cut. I literally went home
Serge
crying
got
that
cut.
night. And I was so like
No.
confused and sad. I didn't know what happened. I thought I did good,
Oh,
but the
no.
coach cut me, and I was like, damn. Then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna give up on basketball. I want to do this. I like it. Like, I just started playing, but like I could tell, like I really like doing this, and I feel like I could be good
Hell
at it.
yeah.
So I would just play on my own every now and then I joined an AAU team for the first time, 8th grade.
But how
where
tall are you at this
I
time?
was like 6'4". At the end of the year in 8th grade, I was 6'4".
So 6'4" in 8th grade. That's pretty damn tall.
And I still got cut from my middle school team.
I'm
Crazy.
just curious.
Wow.
Do you think, like, looking back on it, you deserve to be cut?
I wouldn't say I deserved to be
Do you-
cut, but
do
I'm
you
glad
think-
I
Do you
did.
think you needed to be cut?
I think I needed to be cut.
And you're happy that you did because that
I'm a-
probably instilled a fire
I'm
inside
100% happy I got cut, because that summer I worked my ass off. I remember I joined an AAU team, and the kids on my team were like the teammates that I would have had in middle school.
you. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was playing with them, and then I got a trainer. I got my first ever basketball trainer, and that like spring, summer, I just worked every single day. And at the time, I was 14 going into high school, so I would have been 15. I was supposed to go to Indian Trail, which was a public school.
Mhm.
Literally like a week before high school started, I met a couple people, and then my trainer was like, yo, you're going to high school here. And I was just like, what? And turned out that high school was St. Joe's.
Yep.
No.
All of a sudden,
So
I
you
met
a
couple
week
people.
out?
Literally
you were
like a
like-
week before school started, I got like introduced to St. Joe's. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
The first day of school, I didn't have any classes registered or anything. I
Oh,
just
they
showed
were
up.
recruiting. They were like,
They
we seen
literally-
this big man over here. We're getting his ass over here.
That's what it was, right? Like I was
Yeah.
6'5" going into high school.
So there was just
started
a
playing
potential
basketball.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I met Tristan my freshman year of high school, just because we were both freshmen.
At
you know,
St. Joe's.
At St. Joe's. We both
Yeah.
played basketball. But the crazy thing is, we were never on a team together growing up.
No, we were never.
Like, I think freshman year, I was on JV.
I was on the freshman team.
Yeah. And then we were on the same AU team, but not like the same team. We played for Playground,
Yeah.
but different teams.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until like recently that we started playing
Yeah.
together.
For sure. Like these recent years when we really started doing the
Yeah.
YouTube like hooping
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
We would always like
Yeah.
work out together, but never on the same team.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys were friends. You just weren't playing together.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were friends,
so we
and we
met
were
in
both on like
freshman year.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were both on like the same grind, just
Yeah.
like different teams.
Separate paths.
Yeah, separate
Yeah.
paths, yeah. So, yeah, freshman year comes, I make the JV team. I didn't play that much, and I should have been playing because the guy playing over me was like Tommy. You remember Tommy? He
Yeah,
was
Big
like
Tom.
6'9", 6'10", but he just wasn't very good, and I just knew like, okay, I'm working every single day, and I know I'm better than him, but my
Mhm.
coach just doesn't want to play me. Like, my coach would tell me like, hey, you're doing great for a freshman. You're playing enough. Like, you don't need to be playing more.
And
I'd
shout
just
out
be
to
like,
Big Tommy, man.
Yeah, he's a grinder.
One of the nicest kids I've ever met in my life.
100%. But that just like really like pissed me off. Like, yo, I came here to play basketball, and you're not gonna play me just
Yeah.
because I'm a freshman. So
Yeah.
I remember my freshman season ended, and I was just so mad. I was like, I'm transferring. I'm going to Indian Trail.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And before I could do anything, I remember varsity coach calls me. He's like, where are you going? Like, we need you next year. You're playing for us.
Yeah.
So that summer comes along. I'm going into my sophomore year. In summer league, I start like every single game. I start playing, started doing decent. Sophomore season comes along. Ever since then, I was a starter.
Yeah.
Every single game on varsity. So it was crazy to think I started playing basketball at like 14, and then literally the next year I was starting on varsity for my high school. So
yeah. So you started basketball like way later than most people do.
Way later.
So you didn't even pick up the basketball on like elementary school.
No,
like,
I didn't know what basketball
on like a local
was.
CYC team or something.
I had no idea
Wow.
what that was.
Well, I think part of that. Where were you born? I don't even know if people know this.
I don't think a lot of people know this. I was born in Romania.
Yeah.
In Europe.
And
you
you're like
came here at what age?
100%
I
Romanian.
came here when I was 5 years old.
Okay.
100% Romanian.
So, like, up until then, obviously, it's not like Tristan, when did you pick up a basketball? Like 3?
Definitely.
That's
2.
me
like
too.
2.
That's what I'm saying. It's like 2 or 3. So,
See,
like,
that's crazy.
usually we start super early with stuff like that. So, like,
Yeah.
you never really had the opportunity to start at, like, a crazy
No.
young age.
Nope, I didn't. So that's why, like, I would always just be in the gym. Like, as much as I could, I'd be at the rec just working out, getting shots up. Because I knew, like, I didn't have that advantage other people have. Like, they grew up playing basketball.
Yeah, you have to, like, catch up.
I had to catch up. Literally, I had to catch up. So I keep playing, and then I kind of realized, like, my junior year, like, okay, I want to go to college for this. Like,
like
I want to, like, make a job out of this.
Yeah.
I'm getting decent. I'm starting to get, some looks.
And
whatever.
you're just tall as shit.
I'm tall. I didn't realize that at the time. Like, yo, college is like tall kids.
It's either
like,
that, the volleyball team, or you're doing rowing.
Exactly. I had to pick some. So I remember my sophomore year when I was on Playground Elite.
Yeah.
That summer, I know, like, there's a certain period where college coaches can start contacting you. I didn't know at the time about, like, recruiting or anything. Like, I only knew, like, the big schools. I didn't know, like, about D1, D2s, all that.
Yeah.
I remember that summer I get my first ever call from the University of Denver. And I was 16. I was a sophomore. I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, he called me, cool. Like, I don't know who this is. I don't know what he wants.
Yeah.
So I didn't think anything of it. But it's crazy to think that's when my recruitment started, like 2 years after I started playing basketball.
Yeah.
And then I remember my junior year, I had a pretty good season, started playing AAU, but then actually I break my ankle during my high school season towards the end of the year, right before playoffs.
Yeah.
Break my ankle. I come back stronger from that, though. Did a lot of physical therapy. It wasn't nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
And then I have a pretty good, what is it, like, is that right before summer when that live period is?
Yeah, July.
July, yeah. Or it was actually before July. I think it was like
so there's
May.
there's a little space of time that they can. There's like specific rules that the NCAA has, but there is a little live period, and then there's no live period, and then July comes around.
So I remember it was right before July. I have a pretty good month. I ended up getting my first D1 offer, Chicago State.
Okay.
Chicago
State.
Yep, Chicago State. And then literally like a week or two later, I ended up tearing my ACL.
Damn.
Literally, it was a AAU game in the summer. I remember exactly when it happened. I jump up, I glass someone, so I blocked their shot.
Yeah.
But then when I landed weird, and I just remember like I felt a pop in my knee, and then just the worst pain ever.
Oh.
I didn't know what happened, but it just hurt.
You got video footage of this?
No, I don't.
Oh.
To this day, I was trying to find video footage. Like, I emailed everyone at the game, like the other team, the director, like the program and everything, trying to see if anyone was recording it, and I couldn't find anything. But
dang.
Yeah.
So did they like the offers that you had? Did they strip them?
Oh, they just disappeared. Like all the schools I was talking to.
Yeah.
Literally, they texted me like the next day, like, "Hey, we're gonna be at your game tomorrow," and I'd just be like, "Hey, just so you know, I'm not gonna be playing."
Yeah.
I actually just tore my ACL, and they're literally, I remember them just saying like, "Oh, it sucks to hear that. Hope you heal and recover fast." And then I never heard from them again.
Damn, bro, it's
a business though, bro.
No,
That's
it is a
just how
business.
It is
you
a
totally
business,
understand
bro.
it,
Yeah,
but it sucks.
I understood. It
So-
sucked, but I understood.
It is
But
a $1 billion. The NCAA is a $1 billion business.
literally.
So, these coaches and these recruiting dudes, they're getting paid to find the next biggest thing, right?
Mhm.
So if you're not performing, you don't show up. I mean, it sucks that you got injured, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
because there's nothing you can do about
there's
it.
nothing you could do. But if you don't show up and perform, you're getting scratched off the list.
100%.
And that's just reality. It sucks, dude.
Yeah.
It sucks, but
Yeah. So I remember, I tore my ACL going into my senior season. And then I was like, okay, I need to pick up an offer.
yeah.
I'm trying to get to college and play basketball. So
And get your education paid for.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's what the goal is. Like, I got to get my education paid for. So I ended up coming back, I think it was 4 or 5 months from that, which is super early.
Yeah,
Like,
it
is.
ACL tear takes like at least like 9 months to a year
Yeah,
to fully
bro.
recover
How did that
from.
even happen? How are you even?
I was grinding like every day. I would like heal. Like, I would just do physical therapy, get my legs stronger. And at like the 4-month, 5-month mark, like, you're good, but you're not good.
Yeah.
Like, your body feels good, but you have a whole brand new ligament in your knee that has to heal. Like, your body has to process that it has a brand new body part inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's why it
crazy.
takes so long. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I need to offer. I have to play.
Yeah.
So I started playing my senior year, and I didn't feel good at all. Like, I could tell, like, I wasn't in shape. I wasn't how I was before. I needed more time to heal, but I was like, you know what? I need to offer. I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
I ended up re-tearing the same ACL about like 5 games in
Damn.
Sheesh.
my senior year. So
The same one.
same one. I had to get surgery again, same knee,
Oh.
ACL surgery for the
gosh.
second time,
Yeah.
and I was only like 17.
So what are you going through mentally at this point? That has got to be insane.
At first, the first one hurt a lot more mentally than the second one,
Mm-hmm.
because it was like I already lost offers. There's not much I can do now. I gotta try to see what I can do and grind. But the second one, it was kind of like, okay,
Like,
there's
you
a
just put
couple-
all that work in to get
Yeah.
back.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was like, okay, I can't be too mad because this is my fault. I'm the one who came back early.
Yeah.
There's people who told me not to do it, but I took the risk. I wanted to see what I could do.
Man.
But I was very lucky that at that point I had a couple of D3 colleges that were like, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll take you.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter where I went, I wasn't going to be able to play next season because I still needed to recover. I was
Yeah.
going to redshirt.
Yeah.
But I was very lucky that at that point I got a call from a D2 school, just randomly out of nowhere. Minnesota Crookston Division II. They were in the NSIC conference, which is a pretty good Division II conference.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, hey, we want to get you on a visit. We know you're hurt. We know you're looking to redshirt. My high school coach put me in contact with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, for sure, let's do it. I never heard of them, never knew anything about them. But I was like, you know what? This is probably a good opportunity. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
So I remember this was like right before I had my second surgery. This was just like right after I tore it. I end up going there. I check it out. It's a small town, small city. I think the population was like 8,000, like in the
Oh,
middle
wow.
of nowhere in
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Holy cow.
Like literally
What
on
did
the
you
border.
think when you were like, did you think it was like a ghost town?
Dude, literally ghost town. All we had was like a Walmart. We had a Taco John's.
Taco John's.
Yeah.
Taco
And
John's?
then
I've never even heard of
Dude,
that.
that's all that was there. There's literally nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we didn't even have like Uber, DoorDash, none of that. Like I
Yeah.
came home from college break and like everyone was like, yeah, we'll Uber, we'll DoorDash. I'm like, bro, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
didn't know what that shit is. But I ended up committing there, because he was like, you'll come in, you'll redshirt, we'll take care of you this first year. And then next year is when you can start playing, and I was like, okay, that's perfect. That's exactly what I need is a year to recover from this,
Mhm. Yeah.
get healthy, come back stronger, and then start playing.
Yeah.
So it was like the perfect situation, even though like the school itself wasn't, like where I wanted it to be at, or like It was a small school, middle of
Yeah,
nowhere.
it was like you have to take it.
I had to. That's literally all I had. It was that or go to Division III, where they don't even redshirt. They can't redshirt you because they can't give out scholarships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're a gray shirt, which is you're not on the team, but you can like lift with them. I don't think you can practice though. So it's just like a whole completely different thing.
Doesn't
Interesting.
sound worth it.
Yeah, it's not. I took a visit to the University of Minnesota Crookston. You know, I was a senior in high school. I enjoyed my visit. I had a good time. I met the team, met the coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Everything seemed cool. I was like, you know what? They're offering me a scholarship. I don't think it wasn't a full scholarship because D2s don't get as much money as D1s.
Yeah.
So for my redshirt year, they offered me like a partial scholarship. And then I think my freshman year was going to be like a half scholarship. And then it was only going to go up from there, like more
Just
stuff.
kind of got to earn it.
Yeah, you got to earn. Exactly. You know, like they don't have that much money, so they'll give you something,
Yeah.
but not everything up front. So I was like, okay, this is the best I have. I'm going to commit here. That summer, you know, I couldn't do too much, but I played a little bit of basketball every now and then when I could. I was still recovering from my ACL surgery, but I go there knowing that I'm going to redshirt. I'm going to, you know, have to get bigger, stronger, healthier. But I just remember as soon as I got there, I don't know if any of you guys heard of like Crookston, Minnesota, but
No.
I did not enjoy being there at all.
Okay.
Literally one of the smallest cities I've ever been in.
Yeah. So
It
there's
was
just nothing to
just-
do.
And you just kind of realized that when you first got there to like move in,
Literally like a week or two in, I was like,
you were just like, this is not for me.
I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of nowhere in Minnesota.
You're just like, what do I
Serge
do?
said, I don't know if I could do this.
It was freezing cold. Like it would
Yeah.
get to like negative 50 degrees out.
Yeah.
Like
What?
consistently in the winters. We were literally on the border with Canada.
Yeah.
And it was like a ghost town. Like there was only the school there, which had like 800 students on campus. Like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There was like nothing to
Whoa.
do there. And at the time, I couldn't even play basketball. Like I was still hurt. I was still recovering.
Yeah.
You know, it honestly didn't even feel like I was on the team. It felt like I was just a manager.
Yeah.
Because at first, I couldn't even practice.
Yeah.
I was in practice standing around watching practice just with my practice uniform on. Just because I couldn't do the drills. I wasn't cleared yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was the team?
The team was actually really good. That
Was
was
there
one of
some
the
hoopers up
best.
there?
There were some hoopers up there for real. That was one of the best years we had, like, just in a long time.
Yeah.
It's crazy because D2 has some hoopers.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
the
for
talent is
sure.
there. It's just like
And
you know,
D3.
D3 too. It's just like they might just not care as much as like a D1 or like you know putting as much work as a D1 hooper, but D2's got some talent. Like the conference we were in, there was a lot of talent in there. It's one of the best D2 conferences in the nation, the NSIC. But I just remember being there, like practicing. I didn't like it. I was like, this place isn't for me.
Yeah.
Like, I just was so scared to transfer.
Were you like telling your parents like, hey, I don't know?
I remember calling them like, hey, I don't like it here. Like I was just like there and I was just sad. Like I just didn't enjoy being there. I wasn't myself. You know, I got along with my teammates, but I didn't at the same time.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel like I was a part of the team that much. I couldn't hoop. I couldn't do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know, I was doing other things. I would go out, have fun, do this and that, but it wasn't like what I wanted to do. Like I was like, okay, I want to hoop. That's what I do. I'm trying to go pro. I'm trying to get a scholarship. Like I remember telling
Trying
myself,
to make it to the league.
I remember telling myself going into college, okay, I'm going D2, but my goal is to either try to go D1 or go pro from here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't see it happening from here, you know? And it was just weird because, like, our team didn't even fuck with our head coach.
Yeah.
Our team hated our head coach.
What?
Like, they did not respect him at all. I remember.
What do you mean?
So, all right, we'll go into this. We might need to bleep out the names, but so we had a coach, and his initials, first name was a D, last name was a W.
Mm-hmm.
So DW, right?
You just called him DW?
No. What our team would do is they made up this like chant, like this, like what's the when you put like the letters together, what's that called?
What?
What?
Is that a riddle?
An acronym?
No, yeah, an acronym, whatever.
Okay.
So they would say FD dub.
Yeah.
You know, an FD dub, they would say it stood for to win. But really, it would be fuck and then DW, our coach.
Yeah.
Oh my. But the coach didn't
The
know.
coach had no idea. Like, we'd be in pregame writing that all over the fucking whiteboard.
Yeah.
Like, putting it all over the locker room.
And he's
the
sitting
coach
there
just had
convinced that
He's
it's
convinced
for the
that
win.
it's for the win. But, like, I feel like our assistant coaches knew. Just the head coach was the only one that he didn't know. And he ended up getting fired. Like a couple years ago, he got fired. He just wasn't really a good coach at all. Like, none of the team respected him.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Really?
I feel like as a head coach, like, you have to have your team's respect. You got to be able to be a leader. He just wasn't that. And it's funny because, you know, that freshman year, I told you I was scared to transfer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't practice. I remember it was like halfway throughout in the year, I just got thrown into practice. The athletic trainer was like, yo, you're good. Go practice.
Yeah.
And I remember my first possession, we were doing like a 3-on-3 defensive drill. I remember the big dude on the other team catches it. He hits me with a jab. I fall for it. He just goes to the basket, dunks it. And I remember the coach is like, well, welcome to college basketball. And
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like, you just threw me out here. I haven't played in 2 years.
Yeah.
And, like, of course that's going to happen. Like, come on now. So,
Dude,
anyway.
That sounds like a movie.
Yeah, literally, it felt like it.
does.
I was like, hey, that's cool. So, from then on, I kind of started practicing, started doing more. And I wouldn't say that I wasn't good. It was just like I haven't played in so long. Like, I'm
You
still
need to get
learning.
back out there, get your mechanics
Exactly.
back
I'm
going.
still
like
learning
warm.
how to run. I'm learning how to jump. I'm learning
Yeah.
how to, like, hoop.
Yeah.
Because, like, I had to learn how to do all that little
You got to
stuff.
sharpen the tools.
Exactly.
Again,
It's
bro.
been so long. Like,
Yeah.
I had to learn how to do it again.
Yeah.
Anyway, season ends. I remember that year, actually, we made, like, the playoffs for our conference for the first time in, like, years.
Yeah.
We went there. We lost in, like, the second round, whatever. That was cool. I remember we also went to Puerto Rico my freshman year, so that was cool. I got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But the season ends. We started doing workouts. And at the end, towards the end of the workouts, I remember everyone had a personal meeting with the head coach.
Yep.
I go in. I have my meeting.
Oh, no.
And I just had a feeling that day that, you know, something wasn't going to be good about the meeting. You know, it was weird.
Yeah.
A couple of my teammates were telling me, like, yo, good luck at your meeting. And I was just like,
That's weird.
why are they telling me
Yeah.
that? Like, what? I go in. He basically tells me, hey, I know we agreed to give you another scholarship next year, but I don't think you could play here next year. And I was just like,
Man.
seriously? Like, this year,
No way.
literally after the agreement was that I would go there my freshman year, redshirt, get healthy, get stronger, you know, get better.
Yeah.
And then next year I would play and be on scholarship.
Yeah.
He basically just said, no, we're not going to do that anymore. After I didn't even have a chance to play or anything like
Yeah.
that. Like, I literally was hurt half of the year. I couldn't practice, couldn't do anything. Workouts come along. I'm actually
Bro.
doing good in workouts. Like they had like big man workouts. I was actually doing good in those. I start to feel good again. And then he just hits me with that. And I'm like,
So you
damn.
basically sat there for a year for literally no reason at all.
For no reason.
That's insane.
Literally, because that first year was just to prepare me for the second year.
Yeah, and the second year doesn't happen.
But that, you know, I'm glad it happened in a way
Yeah.
because I was too scared to tell him myself that I wanted to transfer
Mm-hmm.
because I was a freshman.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to get out of there so bad, like, because I was not in a good, like, space mentally.
Mm-hmm.
I hated
Yeah.
it being there.
So he looked you in the eyes and said that to you. What's like?
Yes.
What is your response to that?
I was just like, okay. He's like, I remember exactly what he told me. He said, I don't think you can play here next year, but if you want, you can be on the team. We won't give you a scholarship. I can't guarantee you any minutes or anything like that. I said, no, like, I'm not going to do that. Like, at that point, I realized, like, how bad of a coach and a person he was that he agreed to next year give me a scholarship. Like, he told me one thing and my parents one thing and all these other people one thing, and he just goes against his own word.
Yeah.
Like, he promised me next year this scholarship.
And that wasted a year of your life.
Exactly. He wasted a year of my life.
Yeah.
And then he just took it away like it was nothing. Like he said, I'm going to give you this scholarship. You're going to come here. This is what the plan's going to be. And then just takes it away like that.
That is crazy.
It's crazy that they have the power to do that. You know what pissed me off the most, though? He had to have known for a while that he was going to do that to me, right? The week before that, we had to do a volunteer event for like a whole fucking day where we had to go, and there was like you know how they have the monster car races and stuff? It was in North Dakota, like 30 minutes away, and
like
I had to
Monster
go volunteer.
Jam?
Yeah. I had to go volunteer and work security the whole day because our whole team did.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you couldn't have cut me before that. Like, come on. You made me just work a whole day of security, and then you cut me. But no, after that, I just lost all respect for him. I was like, okay, you're going to go against your own word. Like,
yeah, that's not
cool.
That's not a true, real, loyal man.
It's not. Like, I lost all respect for him.
Yeah.
You know, all the assistant coaches told me, like, yo, we didn't see that coming at all. Like, you were doing good in workouts. We saw you have potential. We know you needed time. That was just his decision. I was like, you know what? It's cool. I'm not even tripping. I'm just going to work harder and just come back stronger.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. I remember I came home that summer. I was sad about it, whatever. But I was like, okay, I need to come up with a plan. I got to do something.
Yeah.
So going into my sophomore year of college, I was like, I got a couple options. I can go NAIA, which I didn't really want to do. I knew I'd get a scholarship and do that. But I was like, I feel like I'm just better than that.
Yeah.
And then I never thought I would go JUCO. I knew what JUCO was, but I never thought, like, okay, that'd be me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that summer, I linked back up with my trainer from high school. You know, my high school coach puts me onto some schools, a couple of D3s. And I just remember I go to this camp. It was a JUCO All-American, like, showcase camp. You know how they have in high school, like, the Ball is Life showcase camps, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm going to hoop, see what I can do. I go there, and I do pretty good at that camp. I guess after the camp, there was a bunch of scouts talking about me. It was like a one-day camp. You played 3 games. That was it.
Yep.
And I just played like the best I could every game. And after that, I had a bunch of like JUCOs just hit me up. I was like, bro, I don't know if I want to go JUCO. But I remember in particular, there was one JUCO, Triton College. They had just won the national championship. I can't remember if it was the year before I went there or 2 years before I went there.
And they're out of like Chicago area?
They're out of Chicago, yep. And a scout was like, yo, they want you to like come here, bro. Like, you got to come here. Like, you come here, you're going D1 100%. I'm just like, yeah, all right, whatever. Like, I'm not even going to go JUCO.
Yeah.
So I remember that happened. The scout connects me to the coaches. And the coaches, like, kind of want to see how I play because they weren't at the camp. They were just like, you know, the scout was putting in a good word for me. He said, yo, I played really good at the camp, and they want to see me play. So I remember, like, literally the next day, I go to one of their runs. They're in Chicago, so we drove up there, and I just played amazing there. Like, I remember I was just doing moves I didn't even know I could do. Like, I was hitting shots. We were playing against, like, the team they just had, so that, like, all D1 hoopers and pros.
Yeah.
So I remember I killed that, and it was crazy because there was D1 coaches there watching me. So after that, like, there was literally D1 coaches hitting me up after that run. And I think it was the next night, the head coach from Triton calls me. He's like, hey, I love how you played. You know, we'd love to offer you a full ride scholarship for you to come here. And I was just like, okay, like, I'm going to take it. Like, I just committed.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it. So I go in for my visit, shows me the campus, this and that. He sits me down. He's like, yeah, we think you come here, you play for us, you know, do your thing. Next year you're at a mid-major to high major, 100%. It's like, let's do it. Like, that's what I want. That's what the goal is. I put in so much work that whole summer. I was working out twice a day, doing CrossFit workouts, basketball workouts, like the hardest I ever worked out.
Yep.
And I saw the work pay off. Like, I remember I come in, and that, like, summer, fall, when we're doing open gyms, we're having college coaches watch us hoop. I remember we'd keep a record of our wins for, like, the runs, right?
Yeah.
I remember I was number 1 on the list every single day.
Yeah.
Like, I'd have the top record. My team would win every single game.
Yeah.
I remember I'd get the ball, I'd shoot it, and it would just go in every time. I was just like, this is crazy.
Serge was hitting.
And it was the best shape I was ever in my life because I was doing CrossFit. I was hooping. I was just all I was focused on was hooping.
Yeah, you were playing at a very high level.
And the people I was playing against too were very high level too.
But that's because all the work.
Literally, that was the hardest I worked in my life, and I saw it translate to my game.
Yeah.
That was the best basketball I played because I was working so hard.
Yeah.
You know, at the time, that was the most like I was ever getting recruited. I had a bunch of D1 coaches calling me, texting me all the time. This was before the season even started. And that was just crazy to me. But I get there and the season starts. I just remember when the season starts, I stopped doing what I was doing. I stopped working out as much. You know, I stopped getting shots up, stopped doing what I was doing. And I just kind of started doing bad in practice.
Yeah.
So that hurt because at that point it was like my coach stopped trusting me as much. And when the season started, I didn't have a good season because I stopped doing what I was doing. That got me there.
Yeah. What was the reason that you stopped doing what you were doing?
I feel like I just got comfortable.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I got all these coaches calling me, texting me, like, I don't got to work as hard as I did. I'm going to be good. Like, my teammates aren't working out as hard as I am. Why do I have to do it?
Yeah.
You know? But I forgot. I didn't realize that I had to work harder than them to get here. You know, they might be more talented than me, but what separated me was that I worked harder.
Yeah.
I did the extra things.
I got it tatted on me, baby.
Exactly. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard.
I got it tatted.
So it was like when I stopped doing those things, that's when everything like just went bad.
Yeah.
So that taught me a lesson. Like, you know, you got to work hard at all times. You can't slow down. You can't get comfortable.
So then, but you're thinking, okay, I'm going to come perform really good this season.
Yep.
And then go D1.
Yep.
So then what happens?
Dude, it was crazy. I remember I barely even played.
Yeah.
I remember one time, this was like the 5th game of the season maybe. I remember I didn't get in the whole first half. I go to the bathroom and go take a piss. Other team's coach is in there. He sees me. He's like, hey, big fella, are you a red shirt? And I remember that pissed me off so much. I'm like, no, I'm not a red shirt. And then I just walk out. I was so pissed. My coach just didn't play me the whole first half.
Yeah.
Second half, I get in like 5 minutes into the second half. I think I had 20 points in just the second half.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I got a chance to like play. And that was like
that's actually
I was just so pissed.
Then they have to notice that you can hoop or play well.
They noticed I can because literally, I don't know what it was, but I literally, like, our starter big man, I was cooking him in practice. I would cook him. I just had one day in practice where he was cooking me. Ever since then, my head coach just stopped fucking with me. It was since then. And it would be like I could have the best day in practice, best day in workouts, whatever. He just wouldn't give me another chance. And that's what made me so mad.
What's up with coaches not fucking with you, bro?
Is it because the initial, like, you stopped working hard, so it broke his trust? And
I think that's what it is. I think it's also, like, at that point, I kind of lost confidence in myself.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not going to trust me.
How was your body language?
I'd say I was positive for the most part. Like, I tried to be as positive as I could.
But I know that's a big thing.
But the thing is, it's like also I was in my head, it's like, why be positive if nothing's going to come from it?
Yeah.
Because I would be positive. I noticed nothing came from it. And it was like at that point, the coach kind of already had his mind set up.
Yeah.
So season ends. Our season ends early due to COVID. You know, that's when COVID hit. And I just remember, like, okay, I have no schools right now. I have, like, D3s, NAIs, whatever. Like, I was supposed to go D1, but that didn't happen. I was like, okay, I come back here for another year. I go D3. At the time, I was either between Whitewater, University of Wisconsin, Whitewater, D3, and Carthage, another D3.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I feel like I'm better than that. I feel like just going to a D3 at this point, like my third school in 3 years, would be downgrading. And COVID hit, you know, the next year was going to be all online. There wasn't going to be classes. I didn't know how basketball was going to be. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go to Carthage. So I tell the coach I'm going to go there. But a part of me just didn't feel like I wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Like, I remember at this time, you and me started, like, working out again. We started kind of hooping.
Yeah.
We weren't like traveling around hooping, but
were we filming
still,
videos yet or no? We were just working out.
We were just working out. There was none so this is what happened. As soon as JUCO ended and I came back home, I was like, I'm in a low spot right now. I just got out of a relationship, had a not good season. I don't have schools. You know, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I just remember I was like, okay, I've been here before. Like, I've torn my ACL before. I've been sad, this and that.
Yeah.
I can either do something about it and fix it or just sit here and feel sorry for myself. So I was like, you know what? The first thing I'm going to start doing is working out every single day. I remember when JUCO ended, I lost so much weight. I was like 190 pounds because I didn't eat a lot there. You know, I wasn't feeling good there. So first thing I was like, okay, I'm going to put on more weight, put on more muscle. I put on like 20 pounds in like a month, 2 months. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start making some money. I started doing DoorDash every single day.
Yep.
Like from the morning to the end of the night.
I remember, bro, you were whipping DoorDash orders.
Bro, I was making so much money off of that. I was like, you know what? Now I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start hooping. I remember I would always hit you up because when COVID hit, you were kind of in the same spot where like, I need to film YouTube videos, but there was nothing to film.
Yeah.
I remember we just started working out, just started hooping. And I don't know, it was like
I was at my apartment at that time.
That's when literally like every video you filmed was like just some random shit just in the apartment.
We were doing some like I was dyeing my hair blue for content.
Getting your chest waxed.
Getting my chest waxed.
Yeah, COVID was a weird time.
Man.
Yeah.
It's like you had to figure out, but that's when like I realized everyone's just chilling. Everyone's watching Netflix, staying up till 5 a.m. I'm not going to do that. I need to change my life around.
Yeah.
So that's when I seriously started grinding. You know, I'd wake up at like 5 a.m. I'd do like a cold shower before I even knew like why. Like I would just do it.
Yeah.
Then I'd work out, read. I hated reading. I forced myself to do it. Then I'd go work. Then I'd go work out. Like just doing all these positive things, like disciplined things, not knowing what would come from it.
Yeah.
Just knowing that something would.
You develop it into a habit.
Exactly. So I built that up. Then you and me started working out. Then I don't know how it came about, but one day we just started hooping and filming it. Like I remember we did like a park run.
Where
I don't know where our first one was.
Where was your first?
I remember my first YouTube video actually was when I was at Triton and I came home for the night and I hit you up like, yo, I'm home. You're like, bro, pull up. Let's go hoop. And you were filming at the time still.
Was that at
Gurney?
I was filming at the time?
No, that was at
or Waukegan Fieldhouse.
Mm-mm.
This was before you're thinking of the Round Lake one.
I know exactly what it was.
You're thinking of the Round Lake.
Was it the Round
LA.
Lake
I know
one?
exactly what it was. It was Waukegan Fieldhouse.
It was Waukegan Fieldhouse. It was the
the
trash
same
talker.
Day that kid in the Bulls jersey.
The Twitter trash
Twitter
talker.
trash talker.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah. That was the first video that I was actually in.
Yep.
Because I was back home from school and I was like,
what did you think about what we were doing?
At the time, I didn't, because I wasn't really paying attention while I was in college, just because like I was on my own. Like I had to figure it out. And then I saw that and I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I was like, yo, I fuck with it. Like,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
We had like people like following us around.
I remember
and
we
stuff.
walked in the gym. There was a crowd of kids just watching, like recording. I'm like, yo, what is going on right now? This is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first video. And then I remember after that, I was home for a weekend. I think this was before you guys did All-Star Weekend. And we did a 5v5 hoop session at a LA Fitness. I think that was the first 5v5 we did.
Yep.
And it was just crazy to see how many people showed up, how packed it got, like how people were acting.
Yeah,
like,
and that's
yo,
right
this
when
is
Logan started
wild.
filming.
That was Logan's first video that he filmed.
Yeah,
was the
that's
first
right.
run that I did.
That's right.
That's when we were all kind of together, which is crazy.
Dang.
So, yeah, we did that. And then when COVID hit, I don't remember what the first video we did after that. Oh, we played 1v1. That's what it was.
Oh, was it just like talk?
You did 1v1 versus 6'9" college hooper.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
I do remember
we did that. That was our
That's
first
right.
video. We did that.
That is
And then I
right.
was like, yo, this is fun. After that, we just started doing videos. I think you did like 3-point contests with drunk goggles. We did like mini hoop king of the court.
Just random
stuff. Like every day we'd start doing random YouTube
That
videos,
was fun.
Instagram videos, and we'd be working out at the same time.
Yep.
Eventually that led into us doing park runs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I feel like we're the first people to do like park runs on YouTube.
Yeah.
we did that, and all of a sudden you see all these other people doing 5v5.
And if you weren't first, you were the first to popularize it by far.
Literally, because we started doing it around here. We
Yeah.
started going, you know, Chicago. We'd go to Illinois, just places around us. And then we went on a whole tour doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was wild. I was like, yo, we're going to go to LA
Yeah.
for a little bit. I told all the boys, I was like, bro, we're just going to go to LA, take a trip. I booked this huge mansion that like costed me so much money at the time. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. Let's bring all the boys out. You know, this is like while, you know, I think all the guys are in college and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So like you don't really see your homies a lot. Everyone goes off and does their own thing for college. So like I was like, let's go out with a bang and just like get a huge crib. So we got that mansion.
Yep. Melrose Ave.
Yeah, right off Melrose. Beautiful house. Nasty pool in the backyard.
Great.
Like sick, man. Just beautiful crib. But then while we were out there, we were trying to figure out, yo, like we have this opportunity to do a tour across the United States.
Is this is because of like the tour happened for a reason, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
It was a huge movement. There was a lot of crazy shit going on at the time.
Yeah.
Especially in Kenosha.
Yeah.
Our hometown. We were on the road. Me and Serge, you weren't with us.
No.
So yeah, me and Serge, Logan, Sean, we had Vic, our guy that I hired to drive us in a Sprinter that I just rented.
Yep.
And we were going on tour with the Hoop Bus.
Yep.
Yeah.
With our guy Nick over there at Venice Ball. Shout out to my guys over there. That was a life-changing experience, bro.
Yeah.
Life-changing.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, Sergio, at the time when you guys are on this tour, are you even doing social media yet?
Dude, at the time, I was
committed. Telling this dude.
Dude,
I'm like, bro, trust me. Start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Let's get this going.
I remember when I first started hanging out with him, he's like, bro, make a YouTube channel. I'll help you out. You just got to show me you want to do it. I was just like, yeah, whatever. Dude, at the time, I was committed to Carthage College still. I was supposed to go play D3 basketball next year.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was going to do. But I remember I wasn't even going to go to L.A. just because I didn't have the money at the time.
I know. I kind of like forced you,
You're like,
though.
bro, just come. Like, you got to come. Like, just trust me. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'll come.
Yeah.
And I'm just so glad I went. I feel like that trip, like, showed me everything. You know, it opened my eyes to, like, what the social media stuff can do and what's out there, what's possible. But no, I didn't think I was gonna do it. Like, I was making TikToks, but like for fun, like funny TikToks. It's crazy because I had a couple TikToks go viral at the time, but it wasn't like for basketball. It wasn't for like what I'm doing now. It was just like random shit.
You had one as your dog.
My dog. It was a video of my dog eating grass. And I captioned it as "That's where we buried his brother," and I put on "Changes" by XXX, super sad song,
and that thing
everyone
just blew up.
Blew up. Everyone thought it was serious.
Yeah,
I just put the caption there because I knew it would go viral.
Yeah,
and I just thought it was so funny. You know, a couple other ones like I'd be at JUCO making TikToks with my teammates.
Yeah,
took all that shit down though. You can't find that anymore.
Yeah,
and then I remember my first ever TikTok that went super viral. Like 4 million views was when we were filming an Instagram video for you where you jumped over the Tesla and tried to dunk it. I remember I was throwing a ball, bro. It was like at least like 80 yards.
You were launching.
I had to launch it and I wasn't supposed to make it, but one time it went in.
Oh, it bounced off the roof, right?
It bounced.
Yeah.
No, it went over the roof.
Yeah, over the roof.
Bounced on the driveway into the hoop.
Yeah.
I posted that on my TikTok. No caption, just sound, whatever. Just posted it. 4.4 million views.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you know, like I kind of like this. You know, like seeing my followers go up, seeing the views go up. I wasn't making any money off it at the time, but
it was a start.
Yeah,
it was a good start.
So I did that. I started posting other videos of you and me hooping, just videos of me hooping. Started going viral, and I was like, okay, like, you know, I kind of like this. I feel like I could do this, and I remember while we were on that tour, because we would go from like state to state. We started in LA, stopped in DC. We went to like Arizona, New Mexico.
Bro, we
went to Texas.
So imagine starting in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And driving a Sprinter van, following a yellow bus, school bus that's turned into the hoop bus.
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles, you start and you drive all the way to Washington, D.C., which is on the opposite side of the United States. Just for reference.
Yeah. So, dude, I remember we got to Texas. I think we were in like Dallas. And this whole time you just kept telling me to start a channel. And, you know, while we were doing it, I kind of started like filming. I remember you gave me my first camera, which was your old camera.
Yeah.
So I would kind of use that on the side. I wasn't sure what I wanted to film, what I wanted to do, but I would use that every now and then kind of just to start something.
Yeah.
And then I remember we're in the hotel and I was just like, fuck it, I'm starting my channel tonight. I'm posting a video. I'm just going to start it off, see how it goes. I post my first video while we're in Dallas, did a couple thousand views. I think I got like 1,000 subscribers my first day.
What was the video?
It was just like a little intro video, like, yo, what's up, guys?
Okay.
I started a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You know, here
Filmed
it is.
it right in the
posted
hotel
like a
room.
highlight tape. Yeah.
Yeah.
We filmed me just doing an intro in the hotel room, and then I posted like a highlight tape with it, like a my clips from me hooping with them. And then we did that. After that, I think I did a couple 1v1 videos. I played Logan, your cameraman, 1v1 while we were on tour.
Yeah. You played White Chalk.
I played White Chalk 1v1. Played my boy LeBaron James 1v1. So we did a bunch of 1v1 videos, and then
played me twice.
I played Trent,
punched me in the face
SoundCloud
for one
Hooper. Yeah, shout out Trent. He
took a punch.
Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun, but that's how I got started. You know, it's crazy because I always watched YouTube growing up.
Yeah.
Like, I started off. I didn't know. I don't think anyone knows about this. I had a YouTube channel back in the day.
No, you didn't.
In middle school.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing? Minecraft?
I was doing Minecraft videos.
No, you weren't.
I was doing Minecraft and Pokemon.
Okay.
You could do Pokemon on the computer.
Yeah.
With like an emulator, and I had this thing. I think it was called like Bandicam, like a free screen capture software.
And it like says it.
Yes, and it says Bandicam.com on it. So I'd have that.
Oh
I had my little mic that I put up. I was talking into that, like, let's play like Pokemon Emerald, whatever. Or I was on my Minecraft, like I would play on a multiplayer server, and I was like a staff member on there. So I would make videos and shit like that.
Wait, so
does this channel exist?
I deleted all the videos. That shit is gone.
Damn. So were you editing those videos, or were you just like screen recording it, chopping, and then posting it?
I was chopping them up and then posting it. I didn't know how to edit or do anything like that.
What was your YouTube name?
Dude.
What was it?
Don't act if you don't remember.
I can't remember.
You know it.
Nah, I know it, but I changed it. Like, I had like 3 different accounts. It was like Awesome Guy. 111 or something like that.
Hey, it's all good.
If you go look it up right now, the videos are all gone. I kind of wish I didn't delete them, so I could see them.
You should log in, try to find old passwords and
I
see if they're like just on private.
I'm gonna check and see. I hope I just privated them. That'd be crazy.
One of my biggest regrets in life is deleting my old YouTube videos, so I just can never look at them again.
Cause dude, I used to grind that shit. Like I'd play Pokemon and just hit record and just go.
Yep.
Cause I was a big PC gamer. This is before I played basketball.
Yeah.
Like I was a little computer nerd back in the day.
Hell yeah.
But
and you know what I want to talk about, because now that we're into the content thing, I know you used to watch. You're like me. You used to watch people like Jesse and Cash Nasty. When you guys are hooping all the time in the summer. Yeah. You see Cash Nasty start reacting to the videos, and he's calling you T-Jazz Mans and stuff. How do you feel about that?
Dude, that's what's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Is like, when we were hooping, I didn't think anything of it. Mm-hmm. I didn't really care about it. We were just hooping.
And to go back to that, though, like, think about, like, it just started with us having fun, bro.
Yes, we didn't do it from like
That's
a business standpoint or like, we're going to do YouTube. Like, I was just like, we're working out, we're hooping, we're having fun. Like, you're the only person I knew that played basketball.
Yeah, and at the time there was zero guarantee that those videos were going to do good or anything.
Yeah, we were literally just having fun, man.
It just happened organically, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I remember, like I said, we started the park runs or like the 5v5s, whatever, during COVID. all of a sudden Cash Nasty at the time was popping with his reaction channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like his reaction videos would do like 1 million views.
Off
And-
all our videos.
Dude, yes. And I wouldn't even watch them.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'd have my friends hitting me up like, bro, did you watch Cash's video? I'm like, no, why? He's like, bro, he just called you out. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, Cash Nasty's calling me out? Why?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, man, TJS, man, you got to pick it up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what you doing? I'm just like, bro, what? Like, this is a men's league. Like, I'm not even trying right now, bro.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it, but I feel like at the time he was just kind of trying to motivate me, push me a little harder. Because I remember there was one video where he was just, whole video, just going in on me. I'm like, bro, fuck this.
For real?
So the next day,
oh my
we
God.
pull up, we go to Waukegan.
Yeah.
And I remember that was the day, that was the video, like he called a foul, then got dunked on.
Yeah.
Where I played like really good. Like that day I was like, fuck it, I'm actually gonna hoop.
Serge caught
like,
a body.
I'm tired of this. And yeah, I dunked on someone that day, and then Cash was like, okay, TJS, man, that's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, there you go.
Was that crazy to you? Because I know you used to watch him as a kid.
I didn't think of anything of it at the time, but thinking back on it now, I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not even Cash Nasty, but like everyone else from Too Hype. Like Chris, Jesser. Like, bro, I grew up watching Chris.
Yeah. No, we both did.
Like, literally, I was like, this dude's so cool. He's so tall. I want to be 6'10".
Yeah.
When I was like 12. Like, Jesser, Jesser's our age.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this dude's crazy. Like, he would do like packing plays with his dog and like have videos just playing 2K. Like, he's the reason I started playing 2K.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is dope. Like, when we met them, I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, I grew up watching them, and now here they are.
Yeah.
So that was so dope. That's so dope to me. But
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and they're all good people
yeah,
too.
great people. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You've had a hell of a ride the past couple years,
Dude,
bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
And
insane because I didn't expect any of this to happen.
yeah.
Like, there was just a point where I was like, okay, like, I'm not in a good situation. I'm not where I want to be. I don't feel good. I'm just going to work hard. Just something's going to come out of it.
Yeah.
Either something does or it doesn't. I'm going to feel good regardless after it. But
At
it just
any
came.
point in your life, did you ever think you were going to end up being a content creator?
I wanted to when I was younger, when I made the Minecraft videos.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it was realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably just didn't know what content was gonna work
exactly.
for you.
It's crazy that like throughout
Yeah.
college and stuff, still that's like not even really a thought for you.
It
though,
wasn't
and
because it was
just happened.
It was pro basketball.
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
I'm gonna go overseas and play basketball. But you know what motivated me? I don't know if you want to keep this in or not, but when I first came back from school, I think I was still in school, but we started hanging out. This was when COVID hit, but it wasn't official that like school was canceled.
Yeah.
Came over to your crib for the first time. You're like, yo, you want to see some motivation? I was like, yeah, what you mean? We get up there, you just got a stack of cash lay there. You're like, here, hold this. You're like, bro, this is $70K. I'm like, what?
Is that the apartment?
It's all $170K. You're like, yeah, I'm
No.
transferring it from one bank to another, so I had to take it out. And I'm just like, bro, what?
I do remember
This
that.
is from this was like the because
I was like,
hang out in
Serge.
so long.
Well, because I just been like, bro, like, you need to be starting a YouTube channel. You could be filming all of your shit at college.
Yeah, I didn't
Game day
think of that.
experiences, hanging out with the guys in the dorms. You
Yeah.
could be doing all that shit. So
Bro.
I was trying to show you, like, bro, you could have this, bro.
Yeah, that's
If you
literally
just
how I
started,
took it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
Bro.
crazy. I forgot I even did
Dude,
that.
I do-
literally,
I
as
do
soon as I
remember
saw
that.
that, I took it. I took a picture of me holding it. I'm like, yo, bro, like I want this. Like, fuck am I doing right now?
We're
I'm wasting my
definitely
time.
That's definitely staying in here.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to put that in there, but
Doesn't matter. Tristan does not carry around $70,000 anymore.
he doesn't.
No.
Don't look
No.
at him.
Smarter
Yeah,
than that.
yeah,
Hell no.
yeah.
Dude, there was a couple times. Well, it just so happened to be that my management pays me through one bank account,
Yeah.
and then my LLC business
Is a
is with
different
another
one.
bank account.
Yeah.
So I've been lazy the past couple years. I fixed it a while ago,
Yeah.
but I was lazy. I didn't want to switch it over. So I would go to the bank, take out all that money,
Mm-hmm.
and then bring it over to my other bank. And it was crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
I just remember seeing like how much like the social media could bring you, like
Yeah.
money, like other things, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna see what happens,
Mm-hmm.
and that was.
You
Crazy.
feel like you like really took it seriously, like when we started doing skits and stuff, or do you think it was before that?
I feel like it took a while for me to start taking it serious. I feel like when I got monetized on YouTube,
Yeah.
which took like a year, that's when I actually started, because I was like, okay, I see money coming in now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made me start taking it serious.
Yeah.
And then it's like, let's put up the most content so
Yep.
we could keep making more money, and
Yeah.
let's keep making the content better.
Exactly.
And
I remember specifically last summer, we just started filming every single day.
There was literally last summer a period, me and you, for like a whole month where
Yeah.
we'd wake up, record like 2 TikToks a day.
Yeah.
And we did that up until the point where I got hurt.
Yep.
Yeah. I ended up tearing my ACL last summer for the 3rd time.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about your past.
Yeah.
Let's talk a lot about like what's going on with you now. Like
Yeah.
you just got back off of your 3rd ACL tear, bro.
Yeah.
And immediately into 75 hard,
Yeah.
which
Like,
is crazy.
Man,
Dude.
that was such a heartbreaking moment. Like, not even
Yeah.
for you, but
No,
for
for everyone.
everybody,
Yeah,
bro.
it was.
Because it was
Yeah.
just in a men's league basketball game.
Literally.
And I just felt so bad.
I felt bad for Serge. He just, started,
Popping off a little bit.
popping off,
Yeah.
man. And all of a sudden, this shit has to happen for the 3rd time.
3rd
Yeah.
time's crazy, right? A lot of people would be done hooping by now.
I
Yeah.
genuinely was wondering if you were going to be done. And honestly, there was a point where I almost thought that you should be, because I was like, fuck, that sucks. Like, I want you to be able to walk when you're older.
Yeah.
So I was really, really worried about that.
Dude,
Yeah, man.
I wasn't going to get surgery. When I
Yeah,
tore it,
no.
I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to stop playing like hard. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't need surgery. I'm not going to keep playing.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's crazy? Sorry, I was watching a video of you like last night or another night ago or
Yeah.
something, and it popped up. It was your video saying like, "Hey guys, I'm deciding not to have surgery.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna wait this out. I'm gonna grind through it."
Yep.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, Serge hits me up. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to get surgery."
Yeah, I
Dude,
remember
yeah,
it too.
because without an ACL, I wouldn't be able to like do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I needed it. I needed a new one. Because you don't have to have ACLs. It's just gonna be hard to like jump,
Yeah.
run, cut.
You just couldn't
Yeah.
do what you're doing.
Yeah. So I did decide to get surgery. I'm just gonna keep it short. This surgery was the worst one I went through out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
For real?
I did a hamstring graft. Still kind of hurts to this day a little bit. Not the worst, but surgery sucked because I get surgery and I'm just on my own for the first like month. You were in Japan, Dubai.
Yeah.
Then my parents, who I was staying with my parents when I had surgery. They were gone. They were in the Dominican Republic. So it was like I was by myself. Someone was watching me for like half the day. But it was like I was in the worst pain of my life. I had a blood clot, which is super rare to get. But
That's scary though.
It was scary. I didn't know how serious it was. They're actually fatal.
Yeah.
You can
I-
die from a
I
blood
didn't
clot.
I didn't know you could die from a blood clot, but I had a blood clot, worst pain of my life. I was by myself. I was literally at another point where I'm like, bro, like this sucks. I'm so sad. But all I would do, it's crazy because during that time was when I gained the most followers, most subscribers, and like my views went up.
Because that's
But you were
when
still-
you started really going on shorts, right?
I started
Yeah, but you
grinding
were
YouTube
banging
shorts.
out edits.
TikToks.
You were just sitting
I
there
was just
injured. You
making-
couldn't hoop or
Yep.
anything.
It
So
was
he's
like
on boom, 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 boom.
I had to get so creative to be like, okay, what can I do right now? So I would just scroll through my camera roll every day and just think of a video I could edit and post. And I would do that. I think I jumped from like 30K to like 75K subscribers at the time. I was at like 10K on Instagram. I went to like 30K. And TikTok, I went from like 200 to like 250.
Yeah.
Just throughout that whole period of me not even being able to play basketball
Yeah.
or be in any YouTube videos. Just me kind of grinding it out. But I remember it just sucked because I was in so much pain physically and then mentally too. Like, damn, I'm alone. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do shit. I can't even walk up and go to the bathroom right now.
Yeah.
I can't like go anywhere. I can't drive anywhere. So
Can't even go kick it with a chick.
no, I literally like
Nothing, bro.
can't do nothing. Can't move my body.
Yeah.
So I had to go through that. You know, I got through it eventually, thankfully. But all these like injuries and stuff just kind of taught me like, you know, it's all about your perspective. And what helped me get through it is like, hey, I might not be feeling the best right now, but I still have other things to be grateful for and to be happy for. Like, I still have a roof over my head. I'm still getting fed. You know, I might not be doing good now, but it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
This is all temporary. There's people doing worse than me right now, and they're happy with less. So there's always something to be positive about and to be happy for. That's what I noticed. And that just helped me get through it.
Dude, you over the years, you've like developed into like a mastermind in terms of like, because I know you read a lot. And you read a lot of books that a lot of very, very successful people have told me to read.
Yeah.
And how has that built your mindset over time? Because I know you read a lot.
Books changed my life. Like, I hate reading. I used to hate reading.
Yeah.
Still am not a big fan of it because it takes a lot of time. You know, it's not fun to sit there, open up a book, but reading has literally changed my mindset so much. It's like, when they say knowledge is power, it's crazy. Cause like
you've been through some shit, Serge.
I've been through some shit, and reading has helped me get, like, apply, like, what I've learned to, like, situations that I've been in. You know what I'm saying? I read a lot of nonfiction books that are about, like, real-world situations and things that are going on, and I just kind of try to apply it to my life to make it better, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like books just have like these little keys and like little like secrets in them that can just help you and take you a long way if you just apply it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hell yeah. Before we get out of here, I know we've been chopping up for a minute.
Yeah.
What are some of your goals that you have?
Goals
in the next, upcoming years? Like, are you going to start taking social media like to the next level, taking your business to the next level? Like, what are the goals here?
Goal right now, main focus right now, social media, number one priority, just because I feel like that can lead into something bigger. Obviously, I don't want to do social media forever.
Yeah.
But right now I want to grow, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube as much as I can, make as much money as I can off of that. And then eventually build that into a brand or a business, something bigger than just, playing basketball.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of different ways you could venture off into that.
100%.
I think you've set yourself up very well to do more than basketball based on the fact that like you really got into like the skits and stuff. So like you can branch that into anything.
Exactly. And that's what I like. I like being more than just being able to do one thing.
Yeah.
Like have
which
a lot
is
of options.
good because I mean, shit. Knock on wood. You never know when you could get injured or anything. So
you never know. I learned that the hard way, man.
It's smart to have things that aren't just basketball.
Exactly. So definitely want to grind out the social media, see where it takes me. So
hell yeah. What do your parents think about what you're doing?
Dude, my parents are foreign, so at first they're like, you're crazy. Like, you're going to school. Like, I remember when we first started hanging out, I was like, what would you guys think, like, if I didn't go to school? And they're just like, no, like, you're crazy. Like, you're going to school.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about this. And I just remember more and more, I was just like, hey, I think I'm going to take a year off.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I think I'm going to see how this goes. And they'd be like, no.
Yeah.
And then eventually it just got to the point where I was like, I'm not going to let them, like, pick this for me. Like, I'm going to do this for myself.
Yeah, because
like,
you're going to have to live with your decision.
I'm living with my decision. And it took so much convincing. And even after I decided not to go to school, like, so much of them, like, my dad didn't realize what I was doing. He didn't realize, like, this is a career. He'd be like,
well, I bet.
You're wasting your time doing this. Like, he didn't see it as, like, this is what I wanted to do.
You have someone from overseas and a little bit of an older generation.
Exactly.
Those two mixed, they have no idea about what social media can do.
Even your average American parent is usually like, when you're not from here, that's even more like, what the hell
like
are
our
you talking
parents,
about?
grandparents, they have when we first started doing this, they were like, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. You're going to make a living off making videos. You're crazy.
Exactly. And I think it really helped that I had you around to kind of show them, like, hey,
we were going on trips. It's like Serge is flying all over with us.
Yeah.
And they're probably thinking, what the hell? Are these kids selling drugs or something? What is going on?
No, I remember my dad, because when we were in Atlanta, my parents were going to South Carolina or something. So they met us in Atlanta.
That's right.
And we went to dinner with them. That's when my dad kind of like first was like, hey, like, okay, I see what you guys are doing. Like, good job, keep it up, keep going.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, sometimes it takes like that, just a one like eye-opening experience.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I decided not to play college ball,
Mm-hmm.
I brought my parents to a Chicago sneaker con
Yeah.
so they could see it firsthand, because they still had no idea what I meant about being famous on the internet
Yeah.
or whatever. They were like, yeah, bullshit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to see a line of, hundreds of kids freaking out to see me. I'm signing sneakers.
Yeah.
So like sometimes people just need that one eye-opening experience to really prove to them like, okay, they might be up to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I find that really interesting because I guess I'm in a totally different position where, like, my mom never was like that.
Really.
Like, from the jump, my mom was like, you're good. You'll probably make it. Like, it was never really a question.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was I think we all had different experiences and
Yeah.
I think that's
you
cool
know,
because everyone's different.
Yeah. Everyone's different.
because it's the Everyone's Different podcast, and we're going to wrap it up there. Sergio Nanu, thanks for pulling up,
Yeah,
bro.
thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
We appreciate it. I'm
Yeah.
Tristan Jass. This is my brother,
Trent.
Trenton Nathaniel Taft, and we will see you
government.
guys next episode. Love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Apple. Check us out on Spotify. Love you guys. Keep working hard and keep chasing your dreams.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey!